What's up, guys and gals? Your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys, as you can tell from the title, a little different video this week. Now we're going to be talking about 2022. How's your 2022 going, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going for you? That's right, you. I'm just curious, and how are you feeling about anime, manga, video games, movies, all that stuff that is anticipated to come out this year? Are you excited for any series? Are you excited, or are you disappointed by the cancellations of some series? Are you disappointed by the direction of some manga that you've been following? Anything like that? Because the reason I'm asking this question is because today, what I'm going to talk about, in no particular order, and no like, oh, these are the 5 things, 3 things, top 10 things, nothing like that. I like the sort of laid-back approach when it comes to a list sometimes. And in this case, I just want to talk about a few things that I am looking forward to and hoping for in 2022 when it comes to manga. That's right. Manga only, no anime anticipations here, though I am looking forward to some video games, I am looking forward to some animes, I am looking forward to etc, etc, etc. Today I just want to talk about a few things in manga. So let's just jump right out of the gate with one of the big things that I really need to have happen. I think this is going to be one of the controversial takes, maybe not the take itself, because I think a lot of people agree with the sentiment, but the reasons why I want this to happen, and that is One Piece, Wano's end. I think that Wano has done a decent enough job for being the longest arc, for being, by far, for being the longest arc in One Piece history, and still ongoing to this year. Quite literally, I think it's time. I think we have about the Wano should be over by the summer. By early summer. Wano should be over with the breaks and everything taken into account. I think we'll be into the tail end of Wano sometime in June. Maybe July. Right? And I think that's fine. I think another half a year of Wano will not feel rushed. I think we'll wrap everything up. Because remember, when I say the end of Wano, I mean also the 4 to 5 chapters, the month-long in-between arc thing, post-Wano arc. I am counting that as part of wrapping up Wano as well, just in case you guys are going, it's another 6 months of this, are you kidding me? No. I just want Wano over this year. If it takes a little longer, if it takes a little less, and the reason I say this is a bit of a take from me, a bit of a hot take, maybe a warm take. Let's not call it a hot take, it's not a cold take, it's lukewarm. The reason being is that a lot of people don't like the pacing of Wano. A lot of people don't like Wano in general. And a lot of people also think it's far too long and want it wrapped up incredibly quickly. I also feel some of these sentiments. However, the reason it's a warm take is that I really like Wano. As for being one of the longest arcs, it's far better than Dressrosa. Dressrosa was a slugfest to read through week to week to week. Trust me, I was there and reading it week to week to week. Breaks and everything. That was a snooze fest. That was boring. Dressrosa has to be one of my least favorite arcs because it was so long and nothing really happened. Now granted, there are chapters and even almost months where Wano was mid, where Wano was not that great. Clearly, something that is very definitely a hot take of mine is the development of Sanji's character in this arc. I like Sanji. Let's get it out there for the 900th time. I really like Sanji. He is one of my favorite Straw Hats, but I have hated how his character has been since late Whole Cake till now, and Wano is not doing him any favors. For why I feel like this, just go check out the Sanji chapters, reviews. They're on my channel. Now, as far as the rest of Wano goes, I think we're into the tail end of it. It really feels that way. I have no anticipations or idea on how it's going to go. Is Kaido going to die? Is Big Mom going to die? Are they going to flee? Is Wano actually going to be saved? Is Shanks going to show up? Is Blackbeard going to show up? Is an ancient weapon? Is NL going to come back? Who the hell knows? Who knows, right? This could go anywhere, but I think this is about as big a moment as Marineford back in the day, and there's going to be a significant change. The Yonko are going to lose, but let's see how they lose. Big Mom lost to Luffy according to the world at the end of Whole Cake. But Big Mom did not lose to Luffy in the real sense of the word. Wano is going to end much differently. Oda's not going to do a repeat. He's not going to do a runaway thing. They need to save Wano. They need to save Wano by defeating and kicking Kaido out. It's no good if Kaido's defeated and then Luffy and the gang run away. Kaido can just run right back without the champions, the defenders, without Luffy there to defeat Kaido. You know, Kaido can just set up shop all over again. Who's going to be there to defend Wano from a re-attack by Kaido? So something significant has to happen to truly save Wano. Maybe the end of the last chapter, 1037, is an indication of who's going to be protecting Wano from now on, or what. But, that being the case, it's one of the big things I need to happen in 2022. And I think it's on a lot of people's lists. Even if you haven't made a list, if you did, I think the end of the Wano arc, for whatever reason you choose, Wano should end this year. Now, next on this not list is a smaller one. You know, I'm sort of doing, I guess, a big, small thing for this non-list. But it's very simple, very straightforward, and it won't take much out of the time frame of this video, is get Vegeta a damn W. Please. An honest, straight up, Goku lost, Vegeta steps up and wins. Should have happened in Resurrection of F. Should have happened multiple times in Super. And it should have happened in the recent arc of Dragon Ball Super. And it doesn't. Vegeta has got to be one of the most beloved anime characters, not necessarily the best written or anything, but one of the most beloved and iconic anime manga characters of all time, period. He is loved the world over for a multitude of reasons. Whether you loved him as a bad guy, you love him as an anti-hero, you love him as the rival, you love him as his own character. Lots to say about Vegeta, but at the end of the day, the man is always outshone by Kakarot, by Goku. Every time. There's been multiple opportunities where it would not feel out of place for Vegeta to just take the W. Goku doesn't do it, Vegeta wins. Vegeta takes care of it. Vegeta saves the Earth. Vegeta beats the main bad guy. Whether that bad guy beats Goku or not is irrelevant. Maybe Goku doesn't get there in time and Vegeta shows up and beats the bad guy before Goku even shows up. He's, hey, I'm here to... What happened? You know? It doesn't need to be a straight up Vegeta is now stronger than Goku thing, though that would be fine too. But I just feel like last year we had the opportunity once again to give Vegeta a win, and it was just cut short of having the true W without an asterisk, right, beside it. So please, maybe not this year, but I would ask this almost every year. Until it happens, I need Vegeta to get a true W. Alright, so we're following the format of big and small. Let's go back to the big one. The big one is Record of Ragnarok. Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Round goddamn 7. I want to see it. That's all it really is. I want more Record of Ragnarok. Right now, I feel like it's currently where Wano is feeling a little bit mid. Let's be real. I had to drop My Hero Academia. I don't know how people are watching it after what happened in Stars and Stripes. And Black Clover's okay and stuff. Like, Dr. Stone is actually, but that's also coming to the tail end and I can feel it. As far as it goes, Record of Ragnarok is something that hasn't disappointed. And I'm just sitting on that, you know, that waiting train, just going, when are we going to arrive? Because I just need more Shumatsu no Valkyrie. I just need more of it. Round 7 is pretty damn hype. And what I like about it is, unlike Round 6, which was still a very controversial round as far as I'm concerned, everybody picked Buddha. Nobody picked Zero. I picked Zero. I actually picked the original winner, the sort of tiebreak, nobody was going to die thing. And I was not wrong until the whole Hajun shit went down. Everybody picked Buddha. Nobody picked Zero. People picked Zero to be different, but nobody truly picked Zero. Most people, or at least 90%. Let's go with that number. Is that a fair number? Buddha was picked, and Buddha won in the end. Not to say the round wasn't fascinating or entertaining, but Buddha won. So, Now, that's not to say round 6 was bad, but here in round 7, I've got Hades picked dead to rights. I got Hades picked 100% before we even knew who he was fighting. I said, Hades is going to take the new spot for the gods that was taken away because Buddha switched sides and did turncoat. Hades is going to take it. Hades is going to dominate. Dominate. Now, maybe I'm wrong about the dominate thing. You know, we haven't seen domination since round 1. Or technically the beginning of round 2, if we're being honest. But here I have Hades picked, but I think there is a strong possibility that I could be wrong. That the Emperor of China could maybe take this W. I don't think he should. I think Hades should win it. I really do. I think Hades has a very interesting character, an interesting design. I want to know more about him. He's the king of goddamn Helheim. I want to know more about him, and I want to see his backstory. I want to see his reactions going forward as well. I want him up in that booth, sitting on that damn sofa, and giving his 2 cents about future rounds. And not to say that our human fighter, the great emperor, the one emperor, isn't a cool design, seems to be an interesting character. It's just something's not completely hitting with me. I don't dislike him in any way, but I can't pinpoint it. I'm just not, you know, head over heels for this guy like a lot of the community. There's something that's hitting with a lot of people that just ain't hitting that same spark with me. So, but Hades hit that. He hit that note the correct way on the piano. It's music to my ears, and here we go. So, what am I saying at the end of the day? I'm saying, other than just fangirling over Record of Ragnarok and fangirling over the idea of Hades, is round 7. Round 7, I want it to be great. So far, it's been a very interesting beginning to the fight. I want the fight to be... I'm not expecting it to be round 4 in any regard. But I really want it... I don't want it to be another 2-parter like round 6 was. And I don't want it to be a obvious victor like round 5. I think we need this to be sort of more in the vein of round 2. That's how I feel. I think this needs to be in the vein of round 2. And I'm really looking forward to the fight and the chapters being exceptional for this round. Better than round 6 and better than round 5 for sure. I'm hoping this to be. And so far, I'm not disappointed. And I guess my thing that I'm going for 2022 is just to see round 7 in its entirety. To just enjoy each chapter of Valkyrie. Where a lot of series have been sort of waning. And a new series that I was enjoying were getting axed. And now there are some new series coming up. But they don't have enough chapters, enough material yet for me to sink my teeth into and go, yes. Not quite yet. So, if nothing else, right now, this is the series that's holding me, you know, it's my rock. Valkyrie is my rock in 2021, and now it's my future rock for this year in 2022. And so I'm putting a lot of pressure on Record of Ragnarok, continuing to be that solid rock, weighing us down and keeping us on the straight and narrow. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's just that Valkyrie is great, it's solid, and I just can't wait to get more. That's what I want from 2022, is more goddamn Valkyrie. Okay, so now for a minor or smaller one on the list of things that I really want. And this is a tough one. I don't know if it's really small or big. It depends on the way you look at it. I need a new series. I need a new series. I need something, and not something, I'm not talking about my read-throughs and stuff. I did Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re and Jujutsu Kaisen, and now I'm doing Kengan Asura. And I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about, I need a new series that the art and the premise and the story and the characters is just bam from day one. I need a new series this year. I don't know if that's big or small. You guys decide. But it's something I really need. I need a new, like, I have been loving, I don't know how people aren't enjoying, but I have been loving new Shaman King, right? Bleach is coming back. And we have the manga Bleach coming back. That's another great point that I'm waiting for to talk about. But maybe we'll just talk about it right here. Yeah, Bleach is coming back. Amazing. But the fact of the matter is that what I have been enjoying and loving are things that are not new. You know? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I would never tell anybody, hey, you know what? I could have just reread Shaman King if I wanted to see Shaman King again. I could have watched the anime, blah, blah, blah. I didn't need to... No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I need a new Bleach. Black Clover was not it. My Hero Academia was not it. I need a new Bleach. I need a new Kenshin. I need a new Shaman King. I need something done. I need another Toriko. I need a new Food Wars. I need a new Beelzebub. Right? And the fact of the matter is what I'm talking about is an actual brand new story. Yes, there are some new ones in Jump that I have been enjoying. The one that begins with A and the one that begins with D. I'm not going to try to pronounce those words. Ashiyaman. I say I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Anyways, and they're fine. They're fine. But they're not Seven Deadly Sins. They're not Bleach. They're not Kenshin. You know? I need a new one. I really do. Dr. Stone, right now, I'm really enjoying Dr. Stone. I always was since day one. Dr. Stone definitely hitting, but not in the same vein of shonen battle manga. That's what I'm after. I need another Swordsman's Tale just going forward. That's what I need. I need a classic shonen. I mean, it doesn't need to be swords or anything. I mean, Shokugeki no Soma was a great manga. Seven Deadly Sins was a great manga. Like, these were great mangas. I need another one. That's what I need. I need the Silver Age to come back. I need a new Inuyasha. I need a new Kenshin. I need a new Food Wars. That's what I need. Black Clover, I like Black Clover, but it's not it. And My Hero Academia, I didn't like it, then I really liked it. Now I had to drop it because I can't stand it. But at the end of the day, My Hero Academia was never it either. I don't know any other way to describe it. It's just, and these new ones are not quite hitting either. I don't know what it is. There's just something missing. When the art is on point, the story is one-dimensional. When the story's really grand, the art is just not for me. And when you know what I mean? Jujutsu Kaisen, which I haven't mentioned yet, Jujutsu Kaisen sorta does that at times. Certain arcs, hidden inventory, mwah. You know, Volume 0, mwah, mwah, right? And even I can say that the Shibuya arc and then the post Shibuya arc with the Maki stuff, the Maki massacre that some people didn't like for some reason. That very, very, very mwah. But Jujutsu Kaisen is an odd one for me, in the same way that I talked about with Record of Ragnarok, with our Emperor, with our Qin Huan, however you say his name. I don't know, like the Q's are pronounced like CH's and all this stuff. Anyways, there's something about it. There's nothing. I can't really pinpoint what it is. I like it from a narrative perspective. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. And certain parts of it, as I said, hidden inventory in Volume 0 and stuff, that's when it's actually hitting. But at times, it's just not... the passion, the honest just, I love this. Like, for no other reason than I just do, whether it's good or bad, it's just something about it, you know? Like, Bleach is not a 10 out of 10 manga. But it's probably my favorite, if not my top 3. And I will defend it to the end of the day. I know it's not perfect. I know there are flaws. I just don't care. I love Bleach. I wish I felt that way about Jujutsu Kaisen. I just quite don't. I really, really like it, but I can't say I love it. And so Jujutsu Kaisen does not fill that void for me either. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what it is. You could argue that it's, oh, you're just stuck in the past. You know, you'll never be satisfied that there's no new Dragon Ball Z. You'll never be satisfied that there won't be another Toriko. You'll never be satisfied there's not another Bleach. Would be a great argument, except for the fact that I loved Food Wars and Beelzebub and all these ones after. Remember, I've been a veteran of manga for a long time now, and I watched series go and series come and stuff like that, and I grew up before Bleach and Death Note and all this stuff, right? And I enjoyed them coming out. I enjoyed when when Food Wars first hit, I sunk my teeth into that like you wouldn't believe, you know? Beelzebub, when that first dropped, it was like, whoa, Air Gear. Air Gear was another one that was just, Seven Deadly Sins is another one that was just like, yes, this is hitting, you know? So, I don't think it's that. I don't think I'm just a boomer talking, like, oh, back in my day, all shonen was so much better and I hate all the new age stuff. It's not that. It's that, and some of them are very good, but I don't love them. I'm hoping in 2022 a new manga will come out and I'll fall in love with it, whether it's an average manga at best or the best written thing of all time is irrelevant. I just want to feel that love and passion for something new again, for something brand new. I haven't felt a love for a series since I guess the last one that came was probably Record of Ragnarok. Was the last time I fell in love with something entirely new. Not a continuation, not a reboot, not anything like that. It was Record of Ragnarok. So, I guess this was a bigger thing than a minor thing, honestly, when we're talking about it. But in 2022, I'd like to see a brand new battle shonen that I just fall head over heels in love with. That's what I'm hoping for. And there's no way to gauge that. It's just I'm going to have to sit down, read it, and go, yeah, and feel it here. It doesn't matter what up here says. It doesn't matter if you do all the analytical shit up in your head. Like, oh, well, the narrative is this, and the plot is that, and the characters are this. That's all thrown out the window and irrelevant if I'm not feeling it, you know? So, that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe you guys are like, well, that's a stupid fucking point. And it's like, well, maybe it is. Maybe that's something, you know, but I like to have passion. You guys ever lose passion for something? You ever fall in love with a video game and play it to death so much that you end up just going, yeah, I've lost my passion for this game now. I just don't want to play it anymore. You know, an MMORPG, you ever play like something like Elder Scrolls Online or RuneScape or World of Warcraft, anything, you know, and you love that game to pieces and you played it and put hours and hours and hours and eventually you just go, I'm just not enjoying it anymore. You know, it feels more like a grind than a, you know, that kind of idea. That's the feeling I'm getting. I just, you know, I want something new. So, that's that. Let's move on. I don't know if I have any other points. Let's find out. Okay, last point, and it's going to be short and sweet because I think this video went a little longer than I thought. I wanted it to be about 18 minutes. Probably going to be about 25 to 30. But I don't know times once I get the editing done. Christ knows. Here's what I'm thinking. My Hero Academia. Let's end it. Let's end it. Please. Like, that's not me hating on the series. That's not me doing anything. I just think that it's run its course. I think it ran its course a while ago. I think it finally felt like the petered out stuff. And at the end of the day, they've wrapped up the things that I cared about when I was reading the series. They're coming to the final. You know, we've got the Dobby backstory and stuff. We have the whole Endeavor and Shoto and everybody teaming up, and now it's like, all right, it's time. We've had the whole Deku evolving into a character, which still not a great character by any stretch. I can't stand him. But like, I feel like we've come to the point. We've got the world's at stake. The main villain's been revealed. It's been the main villain for a while, since the beginning. We have the whole mind control body snatcher. Very boring storyline in my opinion. And I think it's just time. Even if it doesn't end this year, so this might be a point for 2023. I'm not saying it needs to end this year. Because as I said, I just dropped it, so I'm out of it. There's no hate or love either way at this point because I'm just not involved anymore. And it's been a few weeks, a few months since I did drop it, so you know, there's no residual feelings towards that. It's just, I think My Hero Academia has ran its course. And I would hate, even though I dislike Naruto, right? You guys know this by now. I really don't like Naruto for a multitude of reasons. But Naruto went too long. 700 chapters was too long for its story. That's why everybody hates the last arc. Because it went too long. Many manga end up having this problem. They have a story. They get popular. They get too popular. And they have to keep it going. They are convinced, the mangakas, the authors, the writers, whatever, are convinced that they need to keep this story going. There's got to be more to the story. This is selling so well, etc. And you can tell when a story sort of wrapped up at its high point and it could have been all tied up in a neat little bow, one or two plot lines not resolved the best, and then it would have been a finished series. This is why people praise things like Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist as 10 out of 10 series. If they had chosen to keep going, Death Note would not be as perfect as people make it out to be. People still complain about some of the last parts of Death Note, and that's a relatively short series. Because at the end of the day, could you imagine if Light kept getting away with things and they pushed that to 200, 300, 400, 500 chapters just because it was popular? Oh, Death Note is so great, you know. Full Metal Alchemist had a story. It was done and over. The message was done. It was fully rounded. I haven't found a single plot hole. I've read online and Reddit and stuff trying to find people that have plot holes that say, here's a list of 3 plot holes in Full Metal, and I can dispute every single one of them. I've never found anybody with a great argument against Full Metal for a true plot hole in the series that I have actually found, except for, I think, one, and I think I came up with that one myself. Well, I'm sure other people have. But anyways, point of the matter is that what we need for My Hero Academia is simply, I think it's done its job. I think it has spearheaded for a while. One Piece is still the king. It won't be topped easily. And I just think that, you know, and Black Clover's starting to feel the same way. I think Black Clover's got another solid 50 to 100 chapters in it at the most. And then it's going to feel like, right now, a lot of people are not liking this arc. I'm sort of one of them. I catch up with Black Clover once a month or every 2 months, right? Because it's not hitting that great either, is it? And My Hero Academia had just, it does this. It does this a lot. And the problem is that this comes unexpected. The downfall, it's not like a roller, like people always compare things to roller coasters, but the difference is you can see, you know what it is? It's a roller coaster in the dark. That's what My Hero Academia feels like. It's a roller coaster in the dark because you can't anticipate the drop. You don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's going to speed up, when it's going to do one of these, when it's going to do this. You have no idea because you can't see the line. You can't see it because you're in darkness. That's how My Hero Academia has been feeling for a while now, and I just think that it never used to feel like that before. Whether it was good or bad is sort of irrelevant. It's just, now I think it's just going, if it goes any further than this arc, it's doing it for the profits and for the sales, not because the story couldn't have been wrapped up. So I think by the end of this year, another 50-odd chapters, 45, 50 chapters, the series should be over. The final battle should at least be underway by the end of the year. So there you have it, everyone. My non-list of things in 2022 for manga that I would like to see or hope to see, etc., etc. What do you guys think? And what is your own list? What are things, your own non-list list? What do you guys want from 2022 when it comes to manga? What do you guys want to see happen, or what do you want to not happen, etc., etc.? You guys know the drill by now. Let me know down in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, fourth and most importantly, in the year 2022, drink, but responsibly, as I always do, and we will see you guys back here next time for another video. Hopefully the reviews do well this coming week and stuff. I have been incredibly busy this first month of 2022, so that's why there hasn't been a whole lot of content on the channel, but I will be back probably starting early next week, late next week. We will be hitting up the Friday night stream next week, January, I believe, 28th. We're going to do about a 3-4 hour stream of the Kengan read-through. Definitely tune in for that one. I've so far been enjoying that series, the first 5 or 6 chapters that I read. I think I read up to chapter 6.5, and I've had a really good time so far with only the initial first couple of chapters. So definitely look forward to that, and we will see you guys back here next time. And if you enjoyed these type of videos where I just ramble about things I like or don't like, let me know that too. Hit that like button so I know it, and we'll see you back here next time. Alright, see ya everybody. Bye-bye.